Part 3. So, Luke, for our next psychology assignment, we have to do something on sleep and dreams. Right. I've just read an article suggesting why we tend to forget most of our dreams soon after we wake up. I mean, most of my dreams aren't that interesting anyway, but what it said was that if we remembered everything, we might get mixed up about what actually happened and what we dreamed. So it is a sort of protection. I hadn't heard that idea before. I'd always assumed that it was just that we didn't have room in our memories for all that stuff. Me too. What do you think about the idea that our dreams may predict the future? It is a belief that you get all over the world. Yeah, lots of people have a story of it happening to them. But the explanation I've read is that for each dream that comes true, we have thousands that don't, but we don't notice those. We don't even remember them. We just remember the ones where something in the real world, like a view or an action, happens to trigger a dream memory. Right, so it's just a coincidence, really. Something else I read about is what they call segmented sleeping. And that's the theory that hundreds of years ago, people used to get up in the middle of the night and have a chat or something to eat, then go back to bed. So I tried it myself. Why? Well, it's meant to make you more creative. I don't know why, but I gave it up after a week. It just didn't fit in with my lifestyle. But most preschool children have a short sleep in the day, don't they? There was an experiment some students did here last term and to see at what age kids should stop having naps, but they didn't really find an answer. They spent a lot of time working out the most appropriate methodology, but the results didn't seem to show any obvious patterns. Right, anyway, let's think about our assignment. Last time I had problems with the final stage where we had to describe and justify how successful we thought we'd been. I struggled a bit with the action plan too. I was okay with the planning, but I got marked down for the self assessment as well, and I had big problems with the statistical stuff. That is where I really lost marks. Right. So, shall we plan what we have to do for this segment assignment? Okay, first we have to decide or on our research question. And so, how about is there a relationship between hours of sleep and a number of dreams? Okay, then we need to think about who will do the study on. About 12 people, right? And shall we use other psychology students? Let's use people from a different department. What about history? Yes, they might have interesting dreams or literature students. I don't really know any. Okay, forget that. Then we have to think about our methodology. So we could use observation, but that doesn't seem appropriate. No, It needs to be self reporting, I think, and we could ask them to answer questions online. But in this course, paper might be better as they'll be doing it straight after they wake up. In fact, while they are still half asleep, right? And we'll have to check the ethical um, guidelines for this sort of research. Because our experiment involves humans, so there are special regulations. Yes, I had to look at those for another assignment I did. There is a whole section on risk assignment and another section on making sure they aren't put under any unnecessary stress. Let's hope they don't have any bad dreams. Yeah. Then, when we've collected all our data, we have to analyze it and calculate the correlation between our two variables, that's the time sleeping and a number of dreams, and then present our results visually in a graph. Right. And the final thing is to think about our research and evaluate it. So that seems quite straightforward. Yeah. And so now let us part 3, questions 21 to 30. Questions 21 to 24. Choose the correct letter A, B, or C. Assignment on sleep and dreams. Luke read that one reason why we often forget dreams is that we might otherwise be confused about what is real. What do Luke and Susie agree about the dreams predicting the future? It may just be due to chance. Susie says that a study on preschool children having a short nap in the day failed to reach any clear conclusion. In their last assignment, both students had problems with self assessment. Questions 25 to 30. Complete the flowchart below. Write one word only for each answer. Assignment plan. Decide on a research question. Is there a relationship between hours of sleep and number of dreams? And decide on sample. 12 students from the history department. And decide on methodology, self-reporting, and decide on procedure, answers on paper, check ethical guidelines for working with humans, ensure that risk is assessed and stress is kept to the minimum, analyze the results, and calculate the correlation and to make a graph, evaluate the research.